Hi, this is Anna. Welcome back to my channel. So in a previous video I was showing you how to take the book apart, and we took the pages out of the cover, and also we put these signatures together. So we are not doing anything with the signatures today because we're going to take care of the cover. So for the cover, what I'm going to do is I am going to cut the cover right where the ridges, here and here. And for that, let's see if I can use scissors here, because I used my knife before, but let's see if I'll just cut this part here. You need good scissors, and then you cut straight line to get rid of this what is it called? This part where the book pretty much bends. So this is straight. So that's pretty much how I want it. And I am trimming this part also because I don't need that. Okay. So let's see if I can actually use the trimmer with it. Let's see. Sometimes the trimmer won't cut this, but maybe it will. So this would be, let's see, this is 6.5. 6.5. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so 6.5 inches across. Perfect. So 6.5 inches across. Now let's see how tall this book is. It is 8.25 of an inch. So that's how I'm going to cut my chipboard spine. So that's chipboard. So I'm going to cut 8.25 of an inch. Okay. And for this spine, because it's 6 signatures, as in this journal, I made this spine to be 2.5 inches, because you need to make sure you have enough room for all the pages, for all the ephemera, for all the pictures you're going to be adding, for all the journaling you're going to do, for everything you're going to put in this journal. You need to make sure you have a spine that can hold all that. So I'm cutting 2.5 inches. So pen, I'm looking for a pen. So 2.5 inches is right here, as you can see, 2.5 inches. So now I'm going to cut that 2.5 inches. Done. And this, I can, the leftover chipboard, I can write down so I know that this is for my, so I know that it goes like this. So this is for my, I'm going to call them large LGBs. They're not large, they're just larger than regular ones. I know these are the 6 signature books, so I can use this because I already know that this is 8.25 inches. So next book I'll be working on, I can use this, and I just have to cut 2.5 inches. Okay, so I have that. next thing I do, so for this project, as I always use masking tape for this, and the reason I have this paper here is because this glue residue I really have hard time cleaning. So let's see if this is showing what I'm doing. Okay, so I am going to leave, as you can see, space in between these two for the book to fold, for it to close. So I'm using, this is going to be challenging with this. I'm using masking tape. That, just like I was showing in the other tutorial when I was working on a regular golden book, that is the same process. I do it with all the journals because it's holding my covers together. So that didn't work. It has to be all the piece. So let's do this one more time. You can use this in trashy journals, but let's do it. So I want to hold these two. I don't go too far onto the cover because I don't want to cover all that with fabric, so just a little bit. And folding it here. Now this is a little higher than this, it's heavier. And I do the same with this part here. Giving it a space, a little bit of space, and again I'm just holding it together with the tape, so when I work with fabric I don't have to worry because this will be already in place. So you see, you have the book like that. So you need to make sure you have the front facing the right direction. And this on the other side too, so it's holding from both sides. And I also washed these books too, which I didn't show on this video, but I washed them too. These are younger. These aren't as old as the other vintage books, so they won't be probably as dirty, but they probably will still have some dust on them. So here is as you can see, main tool, nails. So here's the cover. Next thing is fabric. So I just brought two, just picked random fabrics. I just think that maybe this one is pretty, but this one is pretty too. So it's kind of vintagey. I'm going to use this color, this kind of retro. So what you do is you need to make sure when you measure around that you actually have enough. I do have enough because see, they cover each other. So I have enough. And now you have to let's see, this should be already here. Wait a second. I have a glue that's at the bottom, so it's going to be difficult. So now I am covering. I need to make sure that I cover everywhere where I have that masking tape. This is why I didn't want to use too much on the sides, because I didn't want to cover too much of the original cover. And then if you are using something on top of that, like lace or something, then you can leave more space because you'll cover that with the lace. Like for example, if there is tiny piece, let's say here, sticking out, you can fix it with lace, for example. So I'm just going to take the threads away from my project. So somewhere in the middle, and I'm using paintbrush, and I'm using tacky turbo tacky glue, and I'm just covering all of that with this glue. And you need to work it rather fast so the glue is evenly spread everywhere, so you don't have lumps of glue, and so the glue doesn't dry on you, so you just have to work it rather fast. By the way, I'm recording the videos in between 1 million other things that I'm doing, so I really appreciate your likes and your comments and sharing the videos, and so I see that, you know, when I spend all the time recording, it's actually going somewhere. So now I cover this, okay, and I didn't iron this fabric, but I am literally ironing with my fingers right now, so it's flat. And if you have a bone folder or something like that, go it in between the chipboard, the cover and the chipboard. Flip it. And let's see, so here we're going to do this first. The edge too, and folding it over and as straight as possible. Here's fabric that's curling, I have to fix that. And then, and with this fabric, what I usually do, I check, sometimes I trim it before I glue it, this side. I trim it, I see how much I don't need, and you can use it for tags or embellishments on the page. So now I'm gluing the other side, the other flip. Okay, and I'm covering this, so I'm going to do it as straight as possible to meet the other side straight. And then see here, I still have low space, so I have to glue the fabric to the fabric, the other side, so it's all glued nice. Okay, so where is that knife? So here again, I'm going over those ridges and checking with my fingers everything is nice and smooth and done right. And that's it. That is the cover for my journal, 6 signatures. And I'll let it dry just like that. So for now, I'm leaving this to dry. And next thing I'll be doing, I'll be choosing paper for my signatures. So next thing is going to be cutting pages and preparing the signatures. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if this is pretty straightforward. Leave a comment, like, share if you can, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.